Welcome to Spiritual Calisthenics. Christ is in our midst. And March 26th, we commemorate the Synaxis in honor of the Archangel Gabriel, the 26 martyrs in Crimea, and St. Irenaeus, the Hieromartyr of Hungary. Regarding the Synaxis of the Archangel Gabriel, it is believed that the Synaxis of the Archangel Gabriel was transferred to this day from March 26 so that it could be celebrated more festively than in the period of Great Fast. And in fact, all the miracles of the Archangel are celebrated on this feast day, which has been listed here in the church books since the 9th century. O commanders of the heavenly host, we the unworthy beseech you that through your entreaties you will fortify us, guarding us in the shelter of the wings of your ethereal glory, even as we fervently bow before you, crying, deliver us from all danger as commanders of the powers on most high. As you behold the glory of God in heaven, and on earth do bestow grace from on high, O leader of angels, wise Gabriel, minister of the glory of God, and divine defender of the world, save and keep them that cry to you, be yourself our helper, and no one can be against us. To all the Gabriels and the Gabrielas who celebrate today, Chronia Polat. From the prophecy of Isaiah.
For behold, the Lord is coming forth out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity, and the earth will disclose the blood shed upon her, and will no more cover her slain. In that day the Lord with his hard and great and strong sword will punish Leviathan the fleeing serpent, Leviathan the twisting serpent, and he will slay the dragon that is in the sea.
We see once again that God is going to punish those. And we see again the concept of we as the vineyard of the Lord. In that day, a pleasant vineyard, sing of it. I, the Lord, am its keeper. Every moment I water it, lest anyone harm it. I guard it night and day. I have no wrath. Would that I had thorns and briars to battle. I would set out against them. I would burn them up together, or let them lay hold of my protection. Let them make peace with me. Let them make peace with me. In the days come to Jacob shall take root. Israel shall blossom and put forth shoots, and fill the whole world with fruit. So in other words, God is protecting his vineyard, and we are the fruit of that vineyard.
Has he smitten them, as he smote those who smote them? Or have they been slain as their slayers were slain? Measure, by exile, thou didst contend with them. He removed them with his fierce blast in the day of the east wind. Therefore by this, the guilt of Jacob will be expiated, and this will be the full fruit of the removal of his sin. When he makes all the stones of the altars like chalk stones crushed to pieces, no asherim or incense altars will remain standing.
From the book of Genesis. The sons of Noah who went forth from the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Ham was the father of Canaan. These three were the sons of Noah, and from these the whole earth was peopled. Noah was the first tiller of the soil. He planted a vineyard, and he drank of the wine, became drunk, and lay uncovered in his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, told his two brothers outside. Then Shem and Japheth took a garment, laid it upon both their shoulders, and walked backward, and covered the nakedness of their father. Their faces were turned away, and they did not see their father's nakedness. Now this is showing us how evil gossip is, because the whole point of that was to bring the two brothers together so that they could see and laugh at their father. And this is what happens with gossip, where we talk about someone's evil. We are bringing wrath on ourselves because we are inciting people to laugh at someone, to put them down, to denounce them. And so these two brothers who looked away and covered their father, covered his sin, covered the fact that he was drunk and passed out. This is how we ought to behave, that we ought to cover one another's sins in a holy way so that we can help them. Doing what this son did was not right. When Noah awoke from his wine and knew what his youngest son had done to him, he said, cursed be Canaan, a slave of slaves shall he be to his brothers. He also said, blessed by the Lord my God be Shem, let Canaan be his slave. God enlarge Japheth, let him dwell in the tents of Shem, and let Canaan be his slave. After the flood, Noah lived 350 years. All the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. These are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The sons were born to them after the flood. From the book of Proverbs. A prudent man conceals his knowledge, but a fool proclaims their folly. The hand of the diligent will rule, but the slothful will be put to forced labor. Anxiety in a man's heart weighs him down, but a good word makes him glad. A righteous man turns away from evil, but the way of the wicked leads them astray. A slothful man will not catch his prey, but the diligent man will get precious wealth. In the path of the righteous is life, but the way of error leads to death. A wise son hears his father's instruction, but a scoffer does not listen to rebuke. From the fruit of his mouth a good man eats good, but the desires of the treacherous is for violence. He who guards his mouth preserves his life. He opens wide his lips, comes to ruin. The soul of the sluggard craves and gets nothing, while the soul of the diligent is richly supplied. A righteous man hates falsehood, but a wicked man acts shamefully and disgracefully. Righteousness guards him whose way is upright, but sin overthrows the wicked. One man pretends to be rich, yet has nothing. Another pretends to be poor, yet has great wealth. The ransom of a man's life is his wealth, but a poor man has no means of redemption. The light of the righteous rejoice, but the lamp of the wicked will be put out. So these allegories between light and wealth are obviously talking about other things. The wealth we're talking about here is the wealth of spirit, not monetary wealth. And the light that we're talking about is the light of the soul, that it will be put out. It will not give light when it is full of wickedness. I hope that you've enjoyed today's Spiritual Calisthenics. Have a blessed and wonderful day.